Hi guys. The geoengineering filth is starting to part. You could see these pulsed waves still. Electromagnetic pulses. But that's not what we're going to talk about right now. What we're going to talk about is how odd I find it being in the city I grew up in, Clearwater, Florida. My home and my heart. Formerly, Clearwater was one of the top 10 beaches in the entire country. It's filth anymore. Clearwater is out of 220 commercial properties. 200 of them are owned by the flag cult of Scientology, founded by L. Ron Hubbard. Inside joke if you're a local, because he was full of a lot of hubbub. And this cult that preaches freedom, yet has all of its employees put on uniforms every day and do what they're told, back and forth to all their buildings, won't talk to anybody. They hand over all or most of their paychecks to the fag cult of Scientology. And L. Ron Hubbard was one of the progenitors of eugenics. Yeah, he would have been buddy with old Jeffrey and crew. So I look at my city every day, being a local, tax-paying, natural-born American citizen who lives and works in my city as the literal lifeblood, pumping the energy into this community to keep it going, my taxes and all, and my effort. And the more the world is learning that satanic pedophiles literally run the world, and these eugenics obsessed freaks who harvest purity and innocence from children and animals to invert it and use it for themselves to gain power in this world, and yet they're always rewarded. They're the wealthiest people in the world. They own all the most prime, historic, waterfront, or energetically powerful real estate all over this country and all over the world. They live in luxury. They get away with crimes and then lay these ridiculous laws on the common people like you and me, like people sitting in jail right now for weed, for marijuana violations, a sacred herb, a God-given medicinal plant, right? Statistically, 0 DUIs associated with marijuana, 0 bar fights, 0 heroin-induced robberies or anything like that, right? A calm, sacred, healing herb which has been criminalized and demonized my entire life of almost 50 years. Laws like that. Yet, child rapers, child hunting, torturing, mutilating rapers. And if we're not clear, let me be vividly clear and give you the definition of rape. It is forcing sexual copulation onto someone who does not consent. And in this case, these were children, defenseless children, who were either strung up, handcuffed, caged in, drugged, whatever. They didn't have a chance to defend themselves because little children can't defend themselves against big grown men and women, adults. So I told you the gaslighting is real, and I was on X this morning just to see the overview of what's going on with the people of the world and get a consensus of where we're at right now. And wouldn't you know, the White House, our White House, posts on X, "Oh, election rights should be given back to the American people." So I posted, how about no more elections at all until there's justice for all the children? So the only way there is going to be true justice, because evil is rewarded, as it's clearly, plainly seen in this world today. And if you can't see that, you have something wrong with you. We have to take our power back. And the way that I mean that is not by physical, violent force. I mean, stop voting. Stop participating in this corrupt, evil system that rules the world. Stop consuming. Stop buying. Stop downloading apps. Stop going to Disney. Stop patronizing these child raping criminals. Soon, we're going to have to go live and just start calling them out one by one with their names and all the evidence that we found thus far to really drive it home for the people who still just aren't grasping how things are done in this world. Remember that dude Jesus, also known as the Christ? What was his ending in all of this? And what did he stand against? Every day that nothing gets done, more children, more animals, more of the purity and innocence of this planet is being destroyed. As well as your plant life, your water, your soil, everything. Great job. That would be a demon right there. They always do that when the truth's coming out. So speaking on that, back to my original point, here in my little ghetto part of Clearwater, because that's where I grew up, in the ghetto. So I'm allowed to call it that because that's where I grew up. I lived in the ghetto. Little area called Palmetto. And if you know, you know. And if you don't, it's not for you. So here in my ghetto of old Clearwater, I'm noticing a shit ton of expensive ass Teslas and Jeeps with their tinted windows and their expensive ass rims and all that here in the ghetto section of my city, as I'm sitting here, you know, of course. And then it makes sense. Well, you know, you're used to it, Jen. You've been gaslit, targeted, attacked, bullied, argued with, character assassinated, canceled, shut down, hacked, invaded with Morgellons nanotechnology, all of it. Why? You gotta start wondering, who the fuck am I? And why all eyes on me? Well, because I do God's work. That's why. I'm a messenger of God. I always have been. I preach the way that Jesus showed when he was here because I live it. I don't talk about it. I experience it and I share with you. Being an actual, real, true Christian follower of the way, Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Oh, are you hated in this world? And he told us that. They hated me first, so they will hate you. They will persecute you like the prophets who came before you. We know this. But some out there need reminders of this. Well, that's my job. Gotta love it. The sooner you all start to get it, though, you make my life a lot easier. I'll tell you that. Because the sooner you all wake up, open your eyes, take a good look off of your screens and into your world, your real world, and really see. Did you notice how all them towers went up when you were locked inside during the COVID pandemic scam? And you came out of your house? Boom, towers everywhere. Remember that? Remember how they used to use V2K, voice to skull technology for targeted individuals? Yeah, we're past that now. It's under your skin. It's under our skin. Molecular. Yep. Just like Sabrina Wallace says on the Synergy channel. Any of them fuckers can grab a remote with their little app and log right into your body. See your thoughts, watch you when you're having sex, see you having a big poop on the toilet, all of it. Now, I don't need to try to prove myself or talk about my experience anymore with Morgellons disease, which is nanotechnology, that I was screaming back then, because it's all on my old channel still. All the videos are there, and I just recently posted them on my community page on this channel that I had to start in 2021 when they shut my old one down. So I have lived it, and I have experienced it, and I recorded it for all the world to see, for posterity. And that served me well 5-6 years later, because here we are. So all these years that I've been trying to tell y'all, I am the living, breathing proof of exactly what's coming for you. Yeah, you just wanted to bully me and argue and I'm right, because they would never do that. And you're wrong. You're a liar, Jen. Well, no, I'm not. And my life is the literal proof. I love receipts. I love evidence. I love facts, and I love accuracy. I hate liars. I hate deceivers. And I hate when people blow smoke up your ass, sugarcoat something to try to make it look all pretty so they can stick it to you with something. Because they want something out of it for themselves. Well, let me finally be the one to ask all of you, and especially those of you who have been with me the entire 7 years now on both channels. When in this entire time have you seen me yet come out on the winning end of anything? Anybody? I'll wait. 0. That's the proof. And every single thing confirmed, correct, confirmed, correct, confirmed, true, true, true. Now, I know when I see these expensive-ass Teslas that nobody in my ghetto can afford, and these tinted out, really expensive Jeeps with their rims and all this equipment, I know they ain't from here. I know an agent when I sniff an agent, and I know a demon when I sniff a demon. Because truly, it's all frequencies. And if you can attune yourself to be able to intuit and read your environment, you're golden. Most people are too busy, fighting over Bad Bunny and Lady Gag Me and the fixed, rigged sports games, bread and circuses, old Roman bread and circuses keep the people fed and entertained, and they won't rise up. It's a Roman tradition that still goes on today here in the United States of Rome. I mean America. Oops. So, lots of questions. I know I haven't gotten hardly any answers to my gazillions of questions that I've asked since I was a child. But good thing I am pretty much autodidactic, and I like to teach myself. So I go find the answers to the questions that I have. And anything else that's still lacking, God fills in for me. Have a great day. Much love and peace to the people of the world. Don't let them steal your innocence. Don't give in anymore. Pull back from this system. When Jesus told you to fast from the world, that didn't just mean don't put food in your mouth. That meant stop consuming social media, television, music, movies, games, reality shows, this, that, and the other. Temptation, temptation. It's a free will choice. What are you going to do?